I'm presenting fabulous Louise Lecavalier, who's going to have 2 shows tomorrow and the day after. And
hi, fabulous Susie.
Hi. And I was thinking about the non-existent night. And we had a lot of, arguments in Trafó about what your show is going to be. However, it was only our artistic director, who saw the show, and he has a concept that it's kind of about your femininity, and you're the lonely knife. And it's about you not being able to letting the other close to you.
Oh,
and
maybe I'm gonna
had a
learn.
lot of arguments about it. So I was just wondering how you relate to
I
that.
didn't see it that far, like about people not letting people get close to me, but I can think about this to see if it means something like that. That was not my idea by bringing another character in the piece. I didn't want to show that it's hard to get close to me or I cannot get close to people. But I like to dance with someone, so in fact I like to be with somebody, because I started to make the work as a solo, like thinking of I didn't start thinking about the unexisting night, but it came to my mind while I was working solo. But I had in my mind to continue the solo in a duet if it was possible. And thinking of this non-existing night, I thought another character could be the lad, the one that follows him all the time. So they are partners, but strange partners. And I like this idea that the partner is not, well, in the male-female dance, that a duet with men-women shouldn't be all the time about seduction and love or something like this, or hate between men and women. I wanted something more neutral, but it can be read in many other things. People can think we are like lovers in the piece, but I don't think it's choreographed to show anything like this. But in this one, I wanted really that we could swap role and be not so gendered, because first of all, the non-existing night has no body. So we assume it's a man because in the book it's a man. But he could be, he's a spirit, in fact. Maybe he's the spirit of a man, but it's very open. But I didn't follow this story totally. I like the idea of battles, of fighting, because when I was looking for a title for this piece, I thought, what represents the dance I'm making these days? Well, maybe it represents also what I was making for many years, but this sense of battle was always there. Battle to be a human to the utmost level of what I can imagine is to be a human. This constant battles.
And do you think that these battles that you were fighting all these years or these decades that you've been here around? Did it change you?
It changed a bit, but not that much. It's like I hope it's an evolution. I hope it's going. It's an evolution, but it's not going straight through as an evolution like this. I think I take paths like this to move on. And sometimes with one piece, I feel I'm connecting back with an old work from years ago, from things that interested me, but I moved away from some certain things, and then, oops, a new creation allows me to go back to that. And like, for example, this show for me is something a bit naive and absurd that was not in the So Blue. But the naive and absurd I always like, and it was in some works with Edward at the beginning. And like, for example, Oranges or Businessmen, we were having dogs on our heads, or drawing on paper. It was a bit foolish, and this, you know, so I moved back and forth, but I hope it's going forward. But there's always this sense of battle, because dance is not comfortable for me. Although I do it for such a long time, it's never comfortable. And I don't look for the comfortable place.
Yes. You always go for the nervously energetic part.
Wait, mostly I'm attracted to that more.
Do you have an urge to please?
No. No, I've been always, well, no and yes. It's not an urge to please. For sure, it would be something to receive bad comments. And if ever I have one bad comment, or not completely bad, but I will stick with this one much more than all the good comments, and not good comments, but the compliments. Because a bad comment that's negative can be a good comment also. It can be, you can learn from it. So I don't make a show to please, but I want to like the show that I'm presenting. Because if I bring it to the stage, it's because I have a little satisfaction with it. Not total, because I rework it every day, because I don't think I'm a perfect instrument, but yeah. So the desire to please is not there, but I'm not there also to not please. Some people really make a point of, we don't want to please, we don't want to be enticing for the audience. We want to provoke, and I don't want to provoke. I provoke myself. That's my main goal.
Do you expect something of them, of the audience?
No, but I like if they listen or they watch, you know. If they are busy with their computers, their iPhones, I'm like, come on, drop it for a second, just in case you like it. Just in case you like what's in front of you.
Have to ask him something. Do you have anything that you would like to say about David Bowie?
But I don't know what to say about it, because everything has been said about him.
And sure.
And what's not been said is things that are personal, with his relation with different kind of people, and it's really hard to speak about that. That's why nobody speaks about it, mainly.
Okay.
But he's amazing. And okay, what can I say?
No,
well,
you don't
it was
have
a shock to meet him, like in person, even if I was not like, you know, I was admirative of his work and everything, but I was not in awe and craving to meet stars. I've never been craving to meet people I admire. Book writers, I admire many of them. Painters, I don't want to meet them, but David, we had to meet because we had to do something together, and I admit he had an aura, something, a charisma that was enormous, and great aura. So you react when you're close to him. If it's David Bowie, but sometimes it was just David, then it's simpler.
You look so much like him.
It's funny that I must admit I do a little bit look like him now.
Do you see that as well?
Yeah, because people force me to look at pictures and I'm like, yeah, we do look alike, it's true. Yeah, since the beginning. First time we met, somebody asked me right away, are you a sister? And at that time I had no clue I was looking like him. And I had long hair and I didn't look like now, but now I look closer to what he looked like. I like that.
Thank you.
Plaisir.
Thank you. Really looking forward to shows.
Oh wait, mostly 5 days waiting to perform here.
Yes.
So it's welcome to dance tomorrow.
Okay, thank you very much.